Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Impact Racing Series. We are here at Watkins Glen this evening. I'm here with Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. My name is Mark Bristow. In the booth with me is Mr. Grant Turner himself. How you
Hello
doing?
there.
Hey, Grant, how are you tonight?
Doing pretty well. How about you?
Doing pretty good. So tonight we are at Watkins Glen. We are doing a 50-lap road course. We have stage breaks at lap 10 and lap 25. What's the fuel looking like tonight, Grant?
Looks like from the fuel data that we've been receiving that they'll be going about 30 to 35 laps on a tank.
Nice, nice. And that's at 65% fuel. So we're going to be doing is they're going to run unlimited tires and 2 fast repairs. Do you think they're going to need those tonight?
I have a feeling that last corner may be the result of some of those.
And that's what I was thinking too. Road courses can get fun if done the wrong way. All right, we got Loki Yeti in the chat already talking about the 31 looking clean. So right now we are getting our qualifying out of the way.
One thing these guys do have to be careful about is, of course, track limits for qualifying. It's incredible to see what track limits are, how those are going to be a factor for the race.
Yeah, very true.
I know some of these off tracks that they could get could easily cause them to get a slowdown, which will be really detrimental, especially out of turn 1. Getting a slowdown during the fastest straightaway on the track is not a good one.
Oh, and also we need to bring attention to everybody. So we've got 6 viewers here so far. Blinky McGee in the chat went ahead and put up a GoFundMe link for Mr. Brandon Ward. I also put that in the video's description tonight. So hopefully everybody who's viewing, anything can help. Share it if not, help us out. Yeah, unfortunately, Brandon's house, they recently had a house fire. So, Brandon and them lost, almost everything. So what we're trying to do is, get the word out there, get everybody to help that can.
And every little bit helps.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. So, all right, we're getting well into the qualifying. We've already got 7 of the positions set already.
I have a question for you, Mike. Have you ever raced around this track?
It's Mark, sir. I take personal offense.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
Mark.
No, so I've actually not been able to get the race going yet. I've not, even tried. I have more fun watching and commentating than I do driving.
Fair enough.
But all right, looks like we have those results for qualifying. And it looks like it's going to be Mr. Riley Mobley in first, Travis Stroney in second, Eric Wolf in third, Patrick Hernandez in fourth, Levi McCarty in fifth, Jonathan Swainson in sixth, Alexander Palma in seventh, Zach Bates in eighth, Devin Johnson in ninth, Josh Privet in 10th, Ethan Gregory in 11th, Brandon Ward in 12th, and Sean Harrell in 13th. Sorry, I'm trying to get my HUD up and going. Don't know why. So it looks like these guys are gridding up. And I am having. All right, here we are on the formation lap. So Grant, now when it comes to these guys, I'm used to seeing, a whole bunch of left turns, mostly running, Xfinity Cup Series and, the regular oval. Tell me, with road courses, what is the biggest hurdle?
The amount of downforce you don't have. Most of these NASCARs are more built for oval, and the road course packages, you don't see. You could look at the rear spoiler of these cars; it's not big at all. Because of that, they're having to brake sooner than a GT3. Yeah, that would be going around these tracks, or even just having to wait to get on throttle for some of the turns. During road courses, you're more focused on mechanical grip than aero grip.
Oh, all right. See that, and that's something I like to learn. I like the road courses and the rally courses. So I'm trying to learn
Yeah.
more about them.
One thing we will need to watch out for is what is known as Thunder Valley here at Watkins Glen. That is from turn 2 up the hill. It is called Thunder Valley due to the echoing effect it causes. During that uphill process, you don't have a lot of rear stability and rear grip. So it could become an area of many problems if things go wrong.
You good?
All right, guys, we are green flag racing at Watkins Glen Road Course. We have a full 50-lap race this evening. 8 viewers out there in the stream with us. And like we said, I'm going to go ahead and reiterate, we have 2 stage breaks this evening. Our first stage break is at lap 10. Second stage break is at lap 25. We got plenty of tires. I believe we got plenty of fuel for this evening. What do you think, Grant?
Plenty of tires, plenty of fuel, so the action will be red hot the whole race long.
And that is what I like to see.
Oh, someone missed the bus stop.
Ooh, looks like Josh Privet went back on track and came right back on.
Oh, we have a car on the wall. The number 99. Jonathan Swainson crashed out of the carousel.
Let's go ahead and go and check out a side or a slower view of that. Looks like he definitely got loose on that turn. Ooh, right into the wall like you said. Yes, sir.
Oh, he got stuck to the wall.
All right, well, let's go back live. Doesn't look. Yeah, we are not under a caution for that. So right now we've got Riley Mobley in that first position. Travis Stroney in second. Levi McCarty in third. Patrick Hernandez in fourth. Josh Privet in fifth. Alexander Palma in sixth. Brandon Ward in seventh. Eric Wolf in eighth. Devin Johnson in ninth. Ethan Gregory in 10th. 11th is Zach Bates. Jonathan Swainson in 12th. And Sean Harrell in 13th. Now, I want to let you know, since we did not have a caution flag, but Impact Racing League is brought to you proudly by the Ocala Design Group and Exotic Mobile Marketing.
As we see here, actually, back in P3 and 4, they're battling hard. Patrick Hernandez and Levi McCarty are battling hard. Seems actually Patrick is already pulling away.
I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll go up to Riley at the front, and we're going to pull up our side-by-side views. There you go. Go ahead and get a double view there. Looks like it did say Brandon Ward has crashed. So I'm going to go ahead and check that out.
Emma, what's your tower?
I'm working on it right now.
Okay.
Oh, Levi's locked it up. He's able to keep the car on the track still, though. But now he's lost some ground to Patrick, and now he's kind of worked out to back in. Going around the carousel here. Actually, it looks like that's no longer going to be a battle.
All right, so do me a favor for a second, Grant. Hold this a little bit.
Sure thing.
So, all right, guys, we have 6 viewers out there in the chat with us. Myself, Mark Bristow, and Grant Turner.
Guess to start off, we could just quickly go through the field, see if there's any battles going on. Of course, Riley Mobley still leading the race in his number 8 car. Followed kind of behind him is the 14 Travis Strogy. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing their names.
It's actually Stroney.
Stroney. Thank you. In third place is the 4 car of Patrick Hernandez. Followed still kind of close behind is Levi McCarty in his 18 Toyota. Then we have the 9 of Josh Privet. About another 3 seconds back is the 51 of Eric Wolf, who actually looks to have some damage on the nose of his car. Behind him is the 31 of Devin Johnson. We look back another 2 seconds to find Ethan Gregory in his 12 Toyota. A little bit farther back is Alexander Palma, who's actually bringing his 33 Chevy into the pits. Probably for some damage repair or maybe for strategy. Have to wait and see how that turns out. Then we have the 19 of Zach Bates. We do see that Brandon Ward is in the pits here. Looking, oh, he's actually leaving the pits right now. Was probably fixing some damage or something along those lines. And then to round out, I apologize. Now in P11 is Jonathan Swainson in his 99 Chevy. Must have been a change for position in the middle of while he was taking those pit stops. Ooh, Levi locking up his tires again going into turn 1. Really struggling on this road course. Riley's still leading quite well with a 3.5 second gap as we are rounding out near the end of lap 7. Seems to be doing well, but we'll have to wait and see how the race ends. There's still a stage coming up at the end of lap 10. They'll be able to probably fill up, get some fresh tires. As I just saw the 14 get loose coming out of the second to last turn there. Oh, Riley Mobley's actually in the pits. Is he coming in for tires? I didn't see any damage happen, so maybe getting some fresh rubbers to maybe as a strategy after the stage. Going to bring him back into 8th place, having Travis take over the lead. Travis could play the strategy of just keeping his tires or saving his tires a little bit. He's got about an 8 second. Oh my gosh. Just watched Brandon Ward accidentally stuff it into the sand barrels at the entrance to pit road. How did that happen? Oh, he just lost it. And he had to tow. That's unfortunate. Still got Riley back in 8th place here. Still wondering how that's going to work. You do still see that Travis is still in the lead in this 14 Toyota. As we're coming up to actually finish lap 9. He's loose out of the second to last corner there. Impressive to see him keep a hold of that. Now, I don't know if they're going to call the yellow this lap or at the end of the... or at the end. So we'll have to wait to see on that. But it's still Travis, your leader. Followed behind is Patrick Hernandez in the 4. Then it's the 18 of Levi McCarty, who's wide in turn 1. And the yellow is out for the stage. currently your top 10 still are going to be Travis Stonji. Sorry, I'm pronouncing that wrong again, I bet. Then it's going to be the 4 of Patrick Hernandez. The 18 of Levi McCarty in third. And then Josh Privet in fourth. Eric Wolf in fifth.
All right. Well, hey, do me a favor, Grant, right quick. Hey, guys, I want to break in a little bit. Thank you guys all for viewing. We're having an SDK update issue, so I'm still covering the stream. We're still, covering all the action. It's just my tower is not working at the moment, but I'm doing everything I can to get it back up. Just want to let everybody know, and my apologies, but we do have 6 viewers out there tonight, so I want to say thank all of you. And again,
everything's updating today.
Yes, it is, but that's okay.
Had the iRacing update, had Trading Paints update, I guess SDK as well.
Ooh, looks like Blinky McGee said he buried it in the barrels and had to tow. And I believe that is Brandon Ward.
That is. He seemed to have lost it while giving space to the leader to pass him.
Well, I hope he is doing okay.
Yeah, he is out on track right now. He actually just came out of the pits.
All right, now let's see if my HUD is going to work. And just so you know, it is take the J out of Travis's last name. It is Travis Stroney.
Stroney. I apologize. Names are always a difficult thing for me.
All right. Well, here we are on. Let me see.
Oh, I didn't even notice they're using the Porsche pace car today.
We're gonna go
Must
back
be
to
being used for celebration for the new Porsche that came out today. There's a new GT3 Porsche that came out today. I wish I could have a Porsche. If you could choose a Porsche, which one would you choose?
You really want to know? It's I believe it's a 1986 Porsche 911.
Ah. I would actually choose the Porsche 944.
And then another good one I like, and the 944, who made that one?
Oh, I forget. The Porsche. Well, that's a Porsche 944.
So there was a time when the Porsches were made by Volkswagen.
Really? I did not know that. As we actually see pit stops happening right now. Going to guess everyone's going to get some For Fresh Good feels as well as some go-go juice, right?
All right. So we are on our first caution of the evening. And since we are on lap 12, that's probably going to be your first. That's going to be your stage break. So it looks like Riley Mobley was the stage winner on that one. All right. So I've got the.
It was actually Travis who won the stage, but Riley pitted a few laps before the stage, so he now has the lead.
Oh, all righty. Well, good. Sorry about that.
It's going to be an interesting scenario when it comes to the restart here. With Riley being on 4-lap older tires than the rest of the field.
Well, and I don't think the restart as much. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you would be right. It would only be till turn 1. Usually, an oval, you'd have to worry about it for momentum's sake.
All right, now we are fully updated. Everything should look good. So we've got our tower up. We have got our ticker. We have everything working thanks to SDK needing an update, but we are up and back. So just want to let everybody know, guys, Impact's EMM series is brought to you by Exotic Mobile Marketing. Now, even though this is a stage break, your yellow flag is brought to you tonight by the Ocala Design Group. There's a bunch of proud Florida boys racing in the Impact Racing League, kind of like that. Where are you from, Grant?
Northeast Ohio.
Nice, nice.
He's one of them Yankees.
Hey, look, we can have them Yankees, even though we're all Southerners, man. It's all good.
I mean, if it helps any, I wasn't born up here. I was born in Oklahoma.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Don't count that.
No, we can count that. But if we would talk about where we're born, oh, you guys would pick on me all day long.
Oh gosh.
Hawaii.
No, Los Angeles, California, actually.
Oh no. I know. Well, I was born and raised in Thomasville and raised in Monticello, Florida. Creepy little town near Tallahassee.
Hey, I was raised in Hawaii and Monticello, Florida. Explain that.
I'd rather not.
Yeah. I'd probably rather not either.
Even my dad couldn't explain it. I said, we moved from Hawaii. Why? He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that would be actually a question for my dad because he grew up in Hawaii.
Well, was he Army or Air Force?
No, neither.
He was just lucky. All right.
Yeah. Pace car lights are out.
I do like that new Porsche. That Porsche does look really good out there.
Yeah. I don't think it's a new Porsche, but I think it's in celebration of it.
All right, so pace car is off track. We are about to go back green flag. We are back green flag racing. And tonight's green flag is brought to you by Exotic Mobile Marketing. So here we are at the end of the first stage. We have Mobley is in first, Travis Stroney in second, Josh Privet in third, Patrick Hernandez in fourth, Levi McCarty in fifth, Eric Wolf in sixth, Devin Johnson in seventh, and Jonathan Swainson in eighth. Grant, would you like to take number 9 down, sir?
Sure thing. It's Ethan Gregory in 9th. Then it's going to be Zach Bates in 10th. Have to look a little bit ahead of him to actually find Alexander Palma in 11th and Brandon Ward in front of him in 12th.
Yeah, and it does show that Alexander Palma is 1 lap down, so he is our only car 1 lap down at the moment. If we have another caution, he might have that lucky dog. Brandon Ward is unfortunately 4 laps down, but that is okay because Brandon has been known to drive really well, so we'll see what he's got in store for us this evening. And in the chat, Riley Farmer says hi, so hi, Riley Farmer.
Oh, that was an attempt of a pass from the 99, who's loose out of turn 1. He had locked it up going into turn 1 to get around the 31, but he was so loose out of the corner he couldn't keep it together.
Oh yeah, and given the road course with all the turns, like it is a hard place to pass until you get into those straightaways. And the thing about Devin Johnson is he is a rocket in the right places on the track. He knows how to utilize that speed and get a jump on you.
Oh yeah.
Well, a little bit of a update for the 23 of Ward. Even though he is 4 laps down, he is racing from his hotel room. We all know that the the stuff that he's going through as of right now. But he actually had the desk flip over, and it put him in the wall because he is racing from the hotel room. So
Yeah.
Well, Brandon, man, we hope you get everything figured out, buddy. And then, like I said, for Brandon Ward, we went ahead and put it. Not only is there a link to the GoFundMe in the chat, there is also a link in the video description on YouTube. We have 7 viewers. If you guys can't donate, share it, because this guy deserves to have a little bit of good karma come his way.
is any karma good?
Yes.
I don't like.
There is a
luck.
such thing as good karma.
I was just asking because, man, I always get the bad.
No, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like calling it luck. I like calling it karma.
I believe that was actually a mechanic in Fallout 3 of having good karma and bad karma. Oh, and the 9 is around. Josh Privet is around. He was loose out of the carousel.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and rewind into that, and let's see what happened to Mr. Privet. Hopefully he didn't carry anyone along with him, and nobody contributed to that.
Actually, it looks like he didn't touch either of the walls either, which is an incredible feat, to say the least.
Yeah, but if you look, I think the 18th bumped him in the rear, and he got a little sideways off of that.
Oh, no. Brandon Ward has accidentally buried it into the sand barrels again on pit entry. He is not having a good day.
And the thing is there are no cautions coming out for these guys.
No, you would need a serious incident for a yellow on a road course, unfortunately.
Yeah, the only time a yellow is going to come out is if there are cars coming and the track is blocked, and they'll throw that yellow out. From my experience in other broadcasts, but they could be carrying those same rules because it is such a long track.
Well, thank you for the insight. That definitely, I like learning, and that's awesome.
Yeah, it's usually a really big game changer for road course racing in NASCAR. That's why we've seen some great races from drivers that are normally not in oval. Like, one that comes to mind is like, what was his name? Oh gosh. I think it was AJ Allmendinger, as well as there were a few people that actually did quite well on road courses versus ovals. I hate whenever info just slips right out of your head, even though you want to tell it.
Oh yeah, when it's right there. Yep. So all right, so we're gonna put up our ticker. Go ahead and get rid of our calendar for a bit. We are on lap 18 of 50. 7 laps, and we've got our second stage break. Right now, Mr. Mobley is still in that first position. You got Patrick Hernandez behind him, almost 4 seconds back. He's in second. You got Eric Wolf in third. Travis Stroney's actually taken to the pits. So Levi McCarty in fourth. Travis Stroney in fifth. Devin Johnson in sixth. Josh Privet in seventh. Ethan Gregory in eighth. Zach Bates in ninth. Jonathan Twittenson in 10th. Alexander Palma in 11th. Brandon Ward in 12th. And Sean Harrell says to be out of the race.
Brandon Ward has actually joined us in the booth. Hello. He's muted if he doesn't know.
You guys talking to me?
Yes.
What's up?
Hi.
I don't think they're talking to herself.
I don't think so either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, wait, I talk to myself a lot. It's when I answer myself it gets scary.
Yeah.
No, I just jumped in here. I figured I'd mute. On the race control side of it, I was blinking too much for those guys. So
Ah.
Well, you doing
hotel
okay?
Wi-Fi.
Party up in here. Got Joe Tardif in here too?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Joe, how are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing wonderful.
Why aren't you racing here tonight?
I'm getting my real estate license, and it falls on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the evening. So,
Oh, okay.
So when he's all done, he's gonna sell us all a house right next door to each other.
On the cheap.
as long as the commissions works, then we're good.
As long as I can get one for free.
I haven't even looked at the broadcast yet.
We actually just had a
You
pass.
are
We're still
live
live.
on air.
Place.
You are live on air.
Oh,
We're
I am
still
live.
live. Yes.
I love this.
So
I
everybody,
can't see
Live
anything.
TV
that's
for
going,
you.
I can't see anything that's going on. This is absolutely perfect.
well, we have
Live
7
TV
viewers.
for you.
We have 7 viewers out there. So everybody, if you would, tell Joe Tardif congratulations on getting his real estate license when he finally gets it, and tell him where you guys want your houses.
Yeah, this has been it's been a crazy week for us in the league. Just 3 different events all happening at the same time with the admins, and life-changing events. So a little bit different for us, but I'm glad people stepped up this week and helped us out till we get some of our feet back, get back on our feet a little bit.
Well, we definitely appreciate you coming in and talking to us a little bit this evening.
I really appreciate you guys helping us out. I'm actually going to turn on the broadcast now. I'm not going to watch it while I'm driving, but listen to it.
All right, guys. Well, we are in lap 21 of 50. We're going to be having our second stage breakup pretty soon. Now, tonight's race is Impact Racing, brought to you by Exotic Mobile Marketing, as well as the Ocala Design Group. Currently being broadcasted by myself, Mark Bristow, and Grant Turner, Richard Hurst, from Southern Broadcast Gaming Network.
You know, we're finishing up lap 21 here. Why don't we go through the field?
All right. So first up, we've got Riley Mobley in first, Patrick Fernandez in second, Levi McCarty in third, Mr. Eric Wolf in fourth, Devin Johnson in fifth, Josh Privet in sixth. Grant?
Then we have Ethan Gregory in 7th, Travis Stroney in 8th, Zach Bates in 9th. To round out your top 10 is Jonathan Swainson in his 99 Chevy. Then we have in 11th Alexander Palma, who is a lap down. And then it's Brandon Ward, who is still in the pits.
Yeah, the only thing about road courses is a lot of people get spread out, like at Watkins Glen. You know, you can have a pretty good side-by-side battle pretty good battle starting to heat up like you have the 33. He had a pretty good challenge coming up behind him. But road courses are very difficult to find the action on the track due to everybody doesn't run them. They're not my favorite. Watkins Glen is actually my favorite, but any other road course, I ran out of talent.
Yeah, road course is quite difficult. It's more difficult than an oval. You gotta worry then, but each corner is different than the next.
Mark, I think you had a pretty good battle going through the bus stop with the 31 and a 9. Is that a lead lap car?
Yes, it is. That's in between Josh Privet and Devin Johnson.
Yep. The only car a lap down at the moment beside Brandon Ward is Alexander Palma. So everyone else, the only one that you'll see, if you see him battling the 33, he is trying to get his position back.
That Caterpillar car, he looks like a rocket ship as he was making a turn, coming through. I believe that's turn number 1. He looks like a rocket ship.
Yeah, Travis Stroney definitely has the chops out here tonight.
It does help him that he's on about 7-lap fresher tires at the moment. Maybe playing a little bit of that fuel strategy as we're coming close to the end of the stage.
And the boss man might be coming back when he gets home, and maybe talk a little bit about the racing going on. So might have another guest in the booth here shortly.
Oh, I can't wait. I like talking to Joe Tardo. So here we are on the cusp of the second stage break. Mr. Mobley is going to be in first position, so he might be that stage winner there.
We actually have kind of a close battle in between 4th and 5th of Eric Wolf and Josh Privet. I'm sorry, not Josh Privet. Levi McCarty. I read the wrong names.
Wow, 14 is so loose.
Yeah, he seems to be using up those tires a lot.
Well, and that's the good thing about having the stage break, so they can go ahead and change out their tires. But the question is, can they run 25 laps afterwards on one set? Are they going to have to pit?
Well, so in my experience of running Watkins Glen, and it also depends on the car, so don't get me wrong. In the trucks, I'd rather have worn-out tires because they actually got me better laps. They were already broke in. Usually your newer tires are going to be, they're not going to be broken in, so you're going to have to get the heat into them, and that's when you have the most handling problems. The car doesn't want to turn correctly.
All right, so here we are, guys. I'm sorry about that, Richard. We are in our second caution of the evening, our second stage break. Now, our caution flag is brought to you by the Ocala Design Group. So what we're going to do is give the guys a chance to take a little bit of a break and go ahead and get, maybe get some fuel, depending on what they want to do about tires. Because like you were saying, and it might actually be better on older tires. So maybe they're waiting on that.
And depending on how many sets of tires they have too, is going to really determine if they come in and take a set, because depending on the laps of fuel, they're going to have to make at least one more stop. So are they going to come in, get fuel, maybe save that extra set of tires, or are they just going to come on and go ahead and grab them? Now, without having cautions turned on, I believe that everybody's going to go ahead and take that set of tires and that full tank of go-go juice and be good for the rest of the race. Maybe see a stop and go for a splash and go for the last pit if they do have to pit. But I believe that would be my strategy depending on where I'm at on the track.
Agreed. I have had instances of having older tires working out in the long run, but it all depends on track and the amount of grip you have.
And the boss is here. What's up there, boss man?
What's up? I'm now aware that you guys are on live broadcast now, so there won't be that awkward moment again. None much. From looking at the broadcast, it's been pretty cordial from what I've been hearing. Racing's been good. Do you know the pit window for tonight? Because with everything going on, I haven't done much testing for this track.
From what I was being told, the one person was telling me they were able to do 35 laps on a tank. So I don't think fuel's going to be a factor if all of them pit right now.
So mainly tires are the issue.
Yes.
Yes.
And they did go
I
ahead
know
and bump it from 4 sets to unlimited tires this evening.
That, from what I was hearing, that was done on accident.
Yeah, we had the room set up, and then one of our admins and league owner, Dom, who's just had a child, set these sessions up during the season, but when he's in the hospital, his options to change the lobby are limited. So we just told him to leave it as is. And don't worry about it. Just we'll deal with it. It's not going to hurt anything. Let's give the drivers a little bit of a present. Watkins Glen.
Absolutely.
As everyone is coming down pit road, it seems.
Dang, his kid just got here and we're already blaming him. No, just playing. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I do know they were struggling on older tires with the car being a little light. So I know you could go 35 laps on fuel, but I don't know splitting the stage in half and taking tires may be better. Because I had multiple drivers saying they were losing wheels, they were getting wheel spin in the S's with older tires and light fuel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we saw a perfect example of that with the 14. He was definitely on rails, and it was taking everything he had not to spin that car out, especially coming through the bus stop and the carousel. So I definitely agree with that. But I believe there are going to be some people out there that, if they have a pretty commanding lead, they're not going to take that pit. They're going to just back it down and maybe run a little bit slower through those turns if they have that commanding lead early on.
Oh yeah, and they have the ability to be so spread out here that it's a very, very big possibility.
I just watched Riley. He just cut through the bus stop by accident by going too fast.
I think what it is he wanted to make sure the grass was cut correctly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and if any lawn maintenance companies want to sponsor us after that sales pitch, we're down. We're accepting all.
But with this stage, it actually puts Alexandra back on the lead lap. See what they can do when they get back caught up to the field.
But all right, so we have 7 viewers out there with us this evening. I want to say thank all of you guys for coming. Tonight's Impact Race here at Watkins Glen, brought to you by Exotic Mobile Marketing and the Ocala Design Group.
And can't forget Keystone Corner. We will see that on our final lap. He is a sponsor also for tonight's race.
Oh, and I didn't know if I said this, but also Keystone Corner. Thank you for Richard for no.
I got you, bro. I got you.
We're also, have you mentioned the cars that are all decked out and race for Ward?
We have not mentioned that they are actually, some of the cars on track got those sponsors, but we have talked about what has sort of transpired and how people can help out.
Yeah, I didn't know about the graphics, but I did. We already posted the GoFundMe and told everybody a little bit about what's going on with Mr. Ward himself.
Yeah, and it happened organically. Like when we found out about it, we were all like, just very supportive, trying to figure out any way we can help. And all the drivers, for the most part, got on their own. Eric in the league created the logo on his car, gave it to anybody, and without anybody being asked to do it, they've created schemes, put logos on the cars, just to, help support him and do whatever we can, regardless if it's monetary, if it's, talking to him, anything he needs, he's more than welcome. We're open in this league about anybody needing assistance, and I appreciate everybody just doing it without nobody even had to ask. They just did it on their own.
And that's wonderful, man. That shows that you guys are a good bunch of drivers and friends, really, because that's important. Yeah.
Brandon's a good dude. Brandon's a really good dude. An admin we haven't known as long as I've done, but he's been with us probably the last year and a half of our iRacing career on here or, entertainment, but very close, very good. Will do anything. Awesome admin. Been there for when we've needed things. So I was glad that the league could support him back when he's needed it.
And because you're a part of the iRacing community and all that, and we are very supportive in trying to help out any way we can. Tomorrow night, I am actually going to be stepping in for a broadcaster, and so I will be still displaying that link in our race description tomorrow night.
In what league are you going to be helping out tomorrow?
So that's going to be the SCSRA, and that's going to be the Morris's Cup Series.
Nice. Oh, Devin Bouchard, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I've run in their league before. Shout out to them. They allowed me in. Won a couple of races, kind of got a couple of career wins on my belt with. But very good series, very good admins. Had a great time. I suggest anybody that does not run on our nights that can make it work on their Wednesday next gen series. It's very good. I would connect to them well. You can put their link and mention them in here. That's fine. Yeah, they're good dudes. We've known, so a little backstory. We've known Devin. We knew Devin on NASCAR 14. He raced with Dom, Josh, and me on there. We kind of went our separate ways and didn't talk to him, and then didn't talk for a while, and then found out he iRaced, and we reconnected through iRacing and kind of found out he had his own league and started racing with him again. So he's an old buddy we used to run leagues with in our Impact series.
Nice.
All right, guys. Now, we were talking a little bit, but we did go back green flag racing. And that green flag, again, is brought to you by Exotic Mobile Marketing. So starting out our third stage of the race, we've got Riley Mobley still in that first position. Mr. Patrick Hernandez in second. Travis Stroney in third. Levi McCarty in fourth. Eric Wolf in fifth. Josh Privet in sixth. Ethan Gregory in seventh. Grant, would you like to take the rest of those?
Yeah. Zach Bates is in eighth. Then it's Devin Johnson in ninth. And then that appears to be everyone because Alexander is in the pits.
What about Jonathan Swainson?
Did I miss him?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I apologize. Where'd he
Not
go?
a problem. Not a problem at all. I just wanted to make sure everybody is called.
Actually,
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here.
Jonathan-
I'm going to go ahead and get out of here with 20 to go.
Jonathan has called it a night and brought the car to the hauler.
Yeah, looks like it.
Well,
Joe,
right,
I appreciate you joining us in the booth. Man, jump in at any time. You pay the bills, so.
I'm off the next 3 weeks because I have real estate class. So we'll talk after and discuss some things, and I'll jump in and out when I can during the next 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
And we do have somebody on the Twitch side. It looks like Dominic Privet says, missing being out on track this week, fellas. Coming home from the hospital with the newborn tomorrow. So I want to tell him, everybody here at SBGN and all the viewers out there, congratulations on your newborn, buddy.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Congrats, Dom. Talk to you soon.
I love having the chat out here. So, all right, guys, we have 19 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Still got Mr. Mobley just dominating that first position. Patrick Hernandez isn't that far back with about a 1.6 second behind.
He's got Travis right behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Lost a tiny bit of ground in the bus stop, but he's still there.
It looked like he blinked for a second. I hope not.
He unfortunately has been blinking every now and then in this race, but it doesn't seem to be too much of an issue.
Good, good. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go side by side. What are you looking at?
I'm currently watching Patrick Hernandez.
All right, so I'm going to
Who's,
go back to 12, and we're going to watch Mr. Ethan Gregory. Actually, yeah, well, we're just going to go through the field. See what is exciting on mine. And that would be Ethan Gregory. Switched up to Travis Stroney there, who's in third position. Patrick Hernandez in second.
Man, watching Travis being sideways all the way through that uphill. It's also using all of the exit curb of that out of the carousel.
Well, you know, you got to use the territory you got. You know what I'm saying? This being a road course, you got a lot of different maneuvers in here as opposed to a normal oval track.
Yeah, and that's the only exit curb area that is not considered an off track. So he could use all of that, but the problem is that transition.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
I've seen plenty of drivers, even some up in the higher levels, lose the rear end of the car going over those bumps.
All right, well, here we are with 17 laps to go, guys. Now, this race is brought to you by the Ocala Design Group, Keystone Corner, and Exotic Mobile Marketing.
It actually seems like Travis isn't able to keep up with Patrick in the turns. He probably's burned up his tires just a tiny bit.
Yeah, and that's like we were saying. So that's where going to be where your pits come in, your pit strategy for those tires. So it's a matter of when, you know.
Yep. But still, Riley's just pulling away.
And he might be
see
doing
him.
that in case he has to pit. He won't get too far back in the lineup if he's having to do a green flag pit. Because like you guys said, it's almost a catastrophic event that's going to bring out a caution flag here tonight.
Correct, and actually Josh Privett's in the pits right now. As we actually see Patrick Hernandez mess up the bus stop and cut through it.
It's a secret shortcut, man.
He's just cooling the tires, not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. But all right, we have 7 viewers out there with us this evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And tell us if anyone out there in the chat wants to put in their bids for the winner this evening.
Of course, we probably already know the answer to this, but who do you think is going to win?
I am not going to do that to these guys. I have a bad habit of I call a winner and it doesn't work out.
Fair enough.
But here we are, 15 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. It has been a good green flag race so far. A lot of clean racing. You know, the only little incident that happened is people getting a little out of sorts on the turn. And like you said earlier, Grant, it's honestly the lack of downforce.
Correct. This is more of a track of mechanical grip versus aero, like what you would see at an oval, you're going at like an average speed of over in the 160s, 170s. Here, your average speeds is more in the like 80s. So that the aerodynamics on the car don't get to play as much of a factor.
Oh yeah. It looks like Mr. Palma is actually missing a hood. So he's definitely letting his car cool down while he's driving tonight.
Yep. Must have sustained some damage that wasn't able to be repaired in time.
Very true, because even the fast repairs, they are quick, but, you know, it might have happened after that stage break, and he just did not want to go back in the pit.
That is also correct. And for all we know, that could have actually already been both of Alexander's fast repairs. So you may just have to repair that damage by the time.
But all right, guys. Well, we still have Mr. Riley Mobley in first, Patrick Fernandez in second, Travis Stroney back there in third in the Cat, Levi McCarty in fourth. Your biggest mover of the evening is going to be Mr. Ethan Gregory in fifth position, up 7 from where he started. Devin Johnson behind him in sixth. Zach Bates in seventh. Grant?
Then it's Eric Wolf in eighth, Josh Privet in ninth, and the finish up your top 10 is going to be Alexander Palma. And of course, Brandon Ward and Jonathan Swainson both in the pits having their cars either repaired or put into their hauler.
Yeah, and it looks to me, so from the tower, it says Swainson is out, Harrell is out, and Ward is still pitted.
I show the same thing.
Yep. All right, well, let's get back on to Mr. Mobley, see what he's doing. He has got about a 1.4 second gap on Mr. Patrick Hernandez. Travis Stroney is right behind them.
Riley must have made a mistake. Because he had like going on a 3-second gap a lap or two ago.
Yeah, and maybe he pulled off the gas because I didn't get a notification about him crashing on it. It could be his tires not holding up. It could be, you know, him wanting to conserve that fuel to keep some more weight on the tires. So it looks like we're heating up here in the back with Mr. Eric Wolf in that 51 and Josh Privet in the number 9. Looks like they're trying to battle it out a little bit for that 7th spot. Uh-oh. Looks like Eric Wolf was able to utilize the inside line and go ahead and get in front of Josh Privet. But then he went ahead, Zach Bates, but then went ahead and got a little loose. Uh-oh, Zach Bates is upside down.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to rewind and check that out. I saw him hit the wall and I saw him go upside down. So let's see what happened. Also, looks like Josh Privet was in the wall. Zach Bates went wide to skirt him out, and looks like he turned a little too early. he hit that wall, and it looks like he wasn't able to stop. He kept trying to go, and it turned him on his roof.
Very unfortunate, but
Ooh.
we did see him hop out of his car, so he's okay, luckily.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Privett's still out there on the track without a front bumper.
Oh, definitely is. Yes, sir.
As we actually have a three-way battle for the lead right now. Between Riley Mobley, Travis, who just got around Patrick out of turn 1, and Patrick Hernandez here in P3 now.
Oh, yeah, and that's going to be a good battle for that first position with 10 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Still in such a way where almost anything can happen, so I love watching this stuff.
Patrick Hernandez on the inside of Travis in the carousel, makes it stick.
Ooh, now is he going to be able to keep it? That's the question.
Riley's probably going to be hoping that those two keep battling it out so they get away, so he can get away from them.
That and hoping that his tires hold out so he can keep that lead, at least the little bit of a lead he still has. And he's still got about 0.6 of a second, 0.7 of a second up on Mr. Hernandez. But Travis is still following real close behind him. Then you got Levi McCarty. I was actually checking out Josh Privet, who's actually behind the top 3, but looks to be a lap down car, so he is trying to vie for his lap back. Ooh, looks like he's hitting them bumps, trying to take those turns really, really fast and stay in position. Looking at Riley Mobley in the first position.
Yep, momentum is a huge factor with the mechanical grip.
But Patrick Hernandez is getting a little bit of a gap on Travis, but it's a matter of can he keep it. So our positions are as such. We've got Riley Mobley in first. Oh, looks like Patrick Hernandez and Travis Stroney are taken to the pit, along with
Looks like
Josh Privet. But Riley is staying out on the track. So I'm wondering if he is going to have to go into pit before the end, and how is it going to affect his lead? Now, Grant, how long does a pit stop basically take? Like, how far back does it put you if you do a green flag pit?
About 40 to 45 seconds. So, depending on how close the pack is, we've seen a few people who have taken a pit stop before a stage go from like first or second all the way back to 8th and 9th. But right now, it does make it that Riley does have right now a 26-second gap to Patrick, who's in second still.
All right, so Zach Bates came in, and he said that he's a little shook up, but he'll be okay. Sorry for the guys at the shop, but now he gets to watch his teammates get the win. He's rooting for Mr. Riley Mobley, and he said that Riley backed it off a little bit. Why he lost his lead was to save fuel.
Ah, so maybe some fuel calculation changes were made. Or maybe with how people have been running, with how loose we've been seeing, been using up more of that fuel.
Oh yeah, and like you were saying with the mechanical grip, the heavier the car, the more fuel you got, the heavier you're going to be, and then the heavier you are, the better grip you got.
Correct.
But here we are with 7 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. And again,
we'll see here soon that how fast is Patrick going to be on those fresh tires.
Very true. Very true, because the fresher tires are definitely going to help him out. Plus, if he fueled up while he was in the pit, so he's going to have that heavier car, and it's going to give him a little better grip and traction.
Correct. Actually, according to my timing screens here, Patrick had a much quicker pit stop than Travis did, which would explain why he has a 5-second gap to him. Patrick was only in the pits for about 35 seconds compared to Travis being in there for 43.
Oh yeah, and we actually went ahead and I just pulled up the pit strategy on the screen for everybody to check out what Grant's telling us about. Nobody knows Grant Turner is a veteran iRacing driver, so having him up in the booth is definitely good for me, because I have a lot more insight into these guys' strategies, what's in the guys' heads while they're racing.
I wouldn't call myself a veteran at all. That's
if you've driven more than me, which is yes.
I've only been on the service for about a year and a half, so. But then again, my racing pedigree's gone on for years.
Well, see, there you go. See, that right there puts you as veteran status on iRacing and on driving, period. Because I've driven regular cars, but I've never been able to race, with any of these guys here. I've never been able to get on iRacing and race. I enjoy watching and calling it for everyone else.
Riley just let Josh Privet by, or was that a mistake into turn 1?
No, it looks like he did let Josh by, but Josh Privet was 2 laps down, so now he is only 1 lap down. That's good sportsmanship right there, man. Like that really is good sportsmanship.
Probably knows, since Josh has gotten fresh tires, that instead of holding him up, just to let him by and maybe see if the draft can drag him along.
Very, very true.
But it does seem to be that Patrick is gaining about 2.5 seconds a lap on Riley with those fresh tires. Have to see if that equates to anything in the long run.
Well, considering he is about 18 seconds down, and we have 4 laps to go here at Watkins Glen, let's see if he can bump up to 2.5 seconds higher and maybe give Mobley a battle for that first position. Check him out. Yeah, he is rocketing down the track. And we've got Travis Stroney's only about 3 seconds behind Patrick Hernandez, so he's pulling the same the weight there. So let's go ahead and go through the field, probably one last time, since we have 4 laps here to go at Watkins Glen. Riley Mobley is in your first position in the number 8. Patrick Hernandez, number 4, in second position. Travis Stroney in the number 14 Cat in third. Levi McCarty in the 18 in fourth. Ethan Gregory in that number 12 in fifth. Now he is our biggest mover of the race, up 7 positions this evening. Devin Johnson in the 31 in sixth. Eric Wolf in the 51 in seventh. Grant.
And to round out everyone on the track is Josh Privet in 8th place.
Oh, dang, everybody. Well, it shows Palma is in pit along with Bate. Yeah, very possible. I could have had you work more. Dang. But But yeah, Patrick Hernandez is actually kind of knuckling down on it. He's only got about a 15-second gap now between him and Mr. Riley Mobley in that first position. But he only has 3 laps to go. See, therein lies the rub. So unless Riley has a failure, I don't know if he'll be able to catch up in time. What do you think?
I'm just trying to think of what's going through Patrick's head right now. I've been in this position multiple times, being on fresh tires, trying to catch the guy ahead.
But let me ask you, was it kind of a Lightning McQueen, all gas, no brakes, all gas, no brakes?
No, trying to make sure you hit your marks, because one mistake can cost you more time than you can even make up.
Very true.
Because Patrick could make a mistake, and he's got Travis right there behind him. I actually have a feeling Patrick might have only taken 2 tires. And because of that, Travis is catching him, being on 4 fresh. Because Travis is now just 0.7 seconds behind Patrick.
Oh yeah,
right now.
He's a little, about a car length, maybe a little bit more, but he is set to possibly take that second position away. Yep. And Brandon said that position 2 seems to have a battle heating up as we were talking about it. So, yep, definitely. Oh yeah, they're closer now.
Yep, that gap has gotten down to 0.4.
All right, well, hey, we just had our white flag come out. Our white flag tonight is brought to you by Keystone Corner, proud sponsor of the Impact Racing League. Let's go back up to there. Watch Mr. Riley. So with our white flag being on the last lap of the evening, Riley Mobley is still in that first position, with Patrick Hernandez and Travis Stroney fighting for second. But here we are wrapping up this evening at Watkins Glen. Riley Mobley in first, Patrick Hernandez in second, Stroney in third. All right, we have our checkered flag for the evening, guys. Give us 1 second and we will have those race results up. All right. Brent, say a little bit for me. I'm going to go ahead and get our top 3 into the waiting room, if you don't mind.
Not a problem. We actually... Where are they? We've had the top 3 come across the line. Levi is coming out of the final corner now to finish up P4. Got Ethan Gregory and Devin Johnson battling to the line. Hard to say who's going to be there first. It looks like it's going to be Ethan edging out. It is Ethan Gregory in P5, Devin Johnson in P6.
All right, well, we'll have...
Eric Wolf coming home in P7. Sorry about that.
No, you are more than good. So what we're going to do is, while we're waiting on our race results, we are going to bring up our third place winner.
I actually got some interesting information hearing over on the comms.
What you got?
Riley actually came across the line with 0.8 gallons left on his fuel tank.
Dang. All right, so that's a good thing to talk to him about. We're going to go ahead and bring third position, Travis Stroney, up here. Hey, Travis, this is Mark and Grant in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
we can hear you just fine. So,
Riley, off the break.
Third position, man, and you and Hernandez were battling right there till the end for that second spot. How was the race for you?
Fantastic. I just wish I would have capitalized on them tires. I took tires, he took fuel. I'm giving Riley a push right now back to the finish line, but it was fun. I didn't want to send it in on Patrick. I respect him a little bit too much to do that. But yeah, no, it was a good race. Just wish I would have capitalized on the new tires. Good points day today. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to talk to these guys.
No, it's all right. Well, hey, I'll tell you what. Do you want to give any shout-outs this evening?
Shout out to my boys, Team General, over at the Discord. It's we get sit and talk all race, kind of takes my mind off of things, and good strategy over here. That's Michigan Supra was running pretty well tonight. It's good job to Riley, good job to Patrick for holding that off, especially on those old tires. Ballsy call, going just for fuel. But it was a good race. Love Watkins Glen. Looking forward to next week. And just again, thank you guys for everything.
Oh, no problem. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week. I'll go ahead and take you back up to General. So
awesome. Thank you guys.
Celebrate with you guys, and we bring Patrick Hernandez up to the booth. All right. Well, that was Travis Stroney. Next, we're going to be talking to Mr. Patrick Hernandez, second place of this evening here at Watkins Glen. Patrick, this is Mark and Grant in the booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear.
Hey, Patrick, how was your race this evening, man? That was some good driving.
My race tonight, it was a handful. Man, the track was slick. The car had no grip. Man, I could barely keep control of the car since the start of the green flag. So, considering the fact that I managed to finish second, man, I take that as a victory.
Well,
yeah,
dude, you did.
It looked
good.
like you weren't the only one having troubles with the rear end of that car.
Yeah, I saw a couple guys that were struggling too there with the back end of the car. That gave me like enough space, to pull out in front and have a more relaxed race. Seeing all those guys behind me were having trouble and were struggling with the grip of the car.
Certainly was. Now, being part of the top three, you do get to have some shout outs. So, is there anyone you want to thank?
Oh, yeah. I want to thank all the guys on my car, Ray Brigg, MSI, Toyota. Eric, the 51, for painting some car for me. A big shout out to him. I want to give a big shout out to Brandon. He went some tough stuff these past couple days, so my thoughts and prayers are with him and his family, so he can recover and as fast as possible. And a big shout out to all the admin that put this league together.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Patrick. Man, you did good out there tonight. Can't wait to see you guys next week.
Hell yeah, I can't wait.
All right, well, we'll get you back up there to celebrate with you guys, man. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so it looks like we've got one more. Mr. Riley Mobley, first place for the evening. Definitely want to talk to him about that fuel strategy. Riley, this is Mark and Grant in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
0.8 gallons left, huh?
Oh, it was empty. Bone dry.
Oh, well, dude, you took home a first position, dude. That was awesome.
Yes, thank you. We saw that we were going to be short in about 10 laps to go,
So we just hard saved. We saw the 4 and the 14 duck, and we had a lot more confidence than they did, I guess. Barely had enough fuel to do a burnout, but that was thrilling. I'm sure it was more fun to watch than it was to drive.
Well, it was definitely fun to watch. So being first position up there on the podium, man, you have all the shout outs you want this evening.
Shout out to my spotter, Pat. He's in the waiting room if you want to drag him up here eventually. He coached me to save the fuel.
We will bring him in with you.
Thank you.
Pat,
Come on, Pat.
And Grant.
That was something else.
This is the man who coached me to save all that fuel, man. Couldn't have done it without him. Could not have done it without him.
I was at a loss for words when we could make it to the stripe there. Shades of Boris said. I think that's the best way that I could word that. Just beautiful drive, flag to flag. That went much better than expected. I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous as hell out there. I bit my fist twice, but I kept him out of trouble. He kept himself out of trouble. I really don't know what else to say. Just beautiful through and through.
Well, that's awesome, and he did a real good one. So both of you guys, you both get shout outs tonight. So because both of you, it took two of you to win that race.
Yeah, that's true. He's one hell of a wheelman. I always knew he was. I guess I'm better with talking than I am driving sometimes, but that's why he's gotten me covered on that, and I got him covered on the other half. So
Exactly.
Team effort is one of them things.
Exactly, and that's actually why I broadcast, because I'm better at talking than I am at steering.
I'd like to shout out my team owner, Zach Bates, 19 car. He wasn't the fastest today, but he was damn sure a good cheerleader.
Well,
at the end there,
he has been in the chat cheering you on since he had that little hiccup on the track. So
I know, man. He coached me from 5 to go with Pat. Couldn't have done it without him. Shout out to 83 Racing. Shout out to Grandpa's Garage, the team I drive for here. Could not have done it without either of those guys. Lightning fast race car. I don't think I could do that again if I tried.
Never say never. You never know when fuel strategy can be the defining factor.
Especially on 1.5 miles.
Oh, yeah.
On 1.5 miles, I'm not making it to the end.
I know I wouldn't. I'd be over driving the goddamn thing. That's why I'm not in the car.
All right, we'll get out of here. You can send us back.
All right, guys. Well, you guys have a great night. We can't wait till next week. Definitely look forward to broadcasting for you guys and watching that race.
It'll definitely be a fun one, Bristol.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Bristol next week.
Oh, I love
Bristol,
Bristol.
baby.
Love Bristol.
Beautiful.
We'll get out of you guys' hair.
All right, guys. Y'all have a great night.
Oh, trust me, we will.
All right, let's see if I am not seeing Brandon Ward no, I am not seeing the league guys up there up there in the chats. So I am going to go ahead and say again, guys, check out that GoFundMe link for Mr. Brandon Ward. That was a sad thing that happened. And so you guys look out for him. We've only got 3 viewers out there now at the end of the race, but share it, help him out. This is Mark and Grant on behalf of Southern Broadcast Gaming Network, the Impact Racing League at Watkins Glen, saying good night, God bless, and y'all have a great rest of your week. Grant, do you have anything else?
Nothing really, except can't wait for the next one. See